Hello, and welcome to another episode of Successful Health Habits. Do you find yourself constantly berating yourself with thoughts like, I should have done better or I should be more like so and so? If so, you're not alone. Many people struggle with the negative self-talk that comes from the shoulds in their lives. But it doesn't have to be that way. By shifting your mindset from condemnation to compassion, you can transform your relationship with yourself and live a more fulfilling life. What are the shoulds? The shoulds are the expectations and judgments we place on ourselves and others. They come from a variety of sources, including societal norms, cultural conditioning, and personal experiences. The problem with the shoulds is that they create a sense of shame and inadequacy when we don't live up to them, which can lead to negative self-talk and self-destructive behaviors. What are the negative effects of the shoulds? The shoulds can have a significant impact on our mental and emotional well-being, including: Number 1. It increases stress and anxiety. Number 2. It gives feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Number 3. It will enhance difficulty in making decisions and taking action. Number 4. It promotes procrastination and avoidance behaviors. Lastly on that, anyone battling with shoulds will have relationship conflicts and isolation. Now, let's discuss making the shift from condemnation to compassion. Fortunately, it is possible to break free from the shoulds and cultivate a more compassionate mindset. Here are some steps you can take to make the shift. Number 1. Identify your shoulds. The first step in breaking free from the shoulds is to become aware of them. Start paying attention to the thoughts and beliefs you have about yourself and others. Notice when you're using the word should and ask yourself if it's a helpful or harmful thought. Number 2. Challenge your shoulds. Once you've identified your shoulds, challenge them. Ask yourself if they're based on reality or if they're just arbitrary expectations you've internalized. Consider whether they're serving you or holding you back. Number 3. Practice self-compassion. One of the most powerful tools for breaking free from the shoulds is self-compassion. This means treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. Recognize that you're doing the best you can with the resources you have, and that everyone makes mistakes. Lastly, cultivate a growth mindset. Another way to shift from condemnation to compassion is to cultivate a growth mindset. This means embracing challenges and seeing them as opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of focusing on your shortcomings, focus on your progress and potential. What are the benefits of compassion? When you make the shift from condemnation to compassion, you'll experience a variety of benefits, including improved self-esteem and self-worth, increased resilience and coping skills, greater motivation and productivity, stronger relationships and social connections, reduced stress and anxiety. In conclusion, the journey from condemnation to compassion is not always easy, but it is worth it. By letting go of the shoulds and embracing a more compassionate mindset, you'll transform your relationship with yourself and those around you. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and there is support available if you need it. Start today by taking the first step towards a more fulfilling life. A vital resource. Every one of us struggles with faulty ways of thinking that damage our emotional health, relationships with others, and spiritual growth and development. One of the most toxic and destructive ways we view reality is to think in terms of how things should or shouldn't be, something that keeps us from accepting the difficult things that come our way and coping with them properly. This book, Stop Shoulding All Over Yourself, examines 20 of the most toxic shoulds we suffer from and how to overcome them so that our lives can flourish. To get free access to this and 100 other newly published full-length books, join the Human Network, our online community. Here's what others are saying about this book. Who among us doesn't wrestle with toxic guilt? Who has never been ravaged by unhealthy self-punishment? Who hasn't experienced the damage of unwavering shame? Well, Chris Thurman has done it again. In this eye-opening book, he offers the antidote to self-condemnation, an elixir guaranteed to induce better emotional health, and the secret bomb for more grace and compassion, for you and those around you. Don't miss out on this life-changing message. Les Parrott, PhD, won New York Times best-selling author of Saving Your Marriage Before It Starts. Check out the author's profile. Dr. Chris Thurman is a psychologist, an author, and public speaker. He has a doctorate in counseling psychology from the University of Texas and has been in private practice for over 30 years. Chris has authored numerous books, including the bestseller The Lies We Believe, over 250,000 in print, and conducted hundreds of seminars for churches and corporations around the country. Chris and his wife, Holly, have been married for 40 years and have 3 grown children and 3 adorable grandchildren. In his spare time, Chris loves to play golf, follow his beloved Texas Longhorns, and, most importantly, teach others how knowing the truth can set them free to live the abundant life. That's it for today's episode of Successful Health Habits. Like I said earlier, we have provided links to all the scientific articles on our website at successfulhealthhabits.com. Remember, here at Successful Health Habits, we are not just making videos, we are changing lives together and giving people the tools to live well, physically, mentally, and financially. Please subscribe and share with a friend or coworker. Thank you for watching.